country music. You had me at hello. Marilyn Manson. Covering the Rhythmics with Sweet Dreams. And the number one. And the number one. The number one.
Good. I want better, I think.
Big red one. A big red one. A big red one. A big red one. You think you could handle it? You think you could handle it making coffee? Phil Grimes did it. He said, dig holes, man. Okay. Airsoft. Join the Airsoft Club. If you're interested. But if you're really, interested, if you made it to day 3, well, today is day 4. Day 1, I talked about it. Day 1, I said I was going to do it. I was going to do it 3 times. Either go out in strikes or go out swinging. But I went 15 rounds. I went 15 rounds. But my back is against the wall. That's the last thing I watched. Rocky, Philadelphia. I've been a fan of the Eagles. I just don't talk about football because I'm really not really into football because people just be like, oh, well, what can you talk about? There's a giant fucking spider in the attic right now. It's a giant daddy long leg, and it's probably a strike for me, but in a good way. For this lucky number, this lucky year, I go way back. I go way back to the past. When people are trying to move to the future, I'm going back to the past. They're going forwards, right? They're passing me. They're going forwards in time. I'm going backwards in time. I'm aging. I'm aging faster than they are growing. But our flags always were great colors. They were great colors. Red, white, and blue. And thank goodness they weren't flashing. They weren't flashing. No, they weren't. The boys were on the road before and after the storm. They were doing their jobs. The boys in blue, they were doing their jobs. The United States Navy SEALs were doing their fucking jobs. I can tell you that. I would love to tell you that. Because, I love to tell certain people, but then I realize there's like certain people that should not be listening. They shouldn't be watching. So I take a penalty shot and challenge, anyone to a very friendly ally that I have yet to travel to. But I'm gonna get the tattoos. I'm going to get the tattoos. I'm gonna look the part. I'm gonna dress the part. I'm going to address this part. If you want to open this before Christmas, remember this. Where were you last Christmas? Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very first time you ran away. But this time you came back, and I'm looking for something this time. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very first day, you threw it away. You blenderized my fucking heart and ate it for someone's breakfast. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very first day, you chomped it away. This year, I wake up and you are still hungry. Santa Carla Diet. That's a great show. But is everything fantasy with me? Depends on moments. But most of the times, Alexa doesn't know shit. Because every time they look me up, I'm a flag. I'm a flag. And they don't like my flag. They don't like the United States flag. No, I love the United States flag. That's what my father gave me. Flags of Our Fathers. Episode 4. OVA. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. You might not remember me, but there was a thing called like a little TV show I like to call you never saw my TV show. Never got it. Someone else took the credit, and someone deserved the credit more than me. Someone deserved the truth more than me. Someone deserved reality more than me. Someone was more observant. Were you? Who had their eyes open the whole entire time? Who sleeps with their eyes open? What keeps their ears open? You might feel a little pain. It's major pain. Did it? We became the greatest squad ever. Yeah, we became the best of friends and then we became the worst of friends. And then we became the best of friends, and we became the worst of friends. And then we became the... We're not friends, we're... We're listening. Where are you? Where are you? Or are you just watching yesterday's video and are now just getting to this part? Oh, okay, so when you get to this part, here's a really cool moment. So it's a two-parter OVA. Is anyone in the shower? No, no one's in the shower. No one's in the restroom. Quiet. I can study. I can study and learn and adapt and survive and not strike out your heart again. Well, oh well. Damn it, Karen. Well, I can't let this play on because it's gonna give me a copyright strike, and I don't have a gross. No. Yeah, please turn off the music. Alexa, 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 dear. Alexa, dear, turn off the music. Alexa, turn off the music. I don't want the AI to get too advanced, but like my coworker said, see something, say something. Well, I see a lot of things happening. You know? I see a lot of yellow tape. You know? I just do it for the thrill of it. But it gives me PTSD feelings when I watch that scene. I get squeamish. So when people say gross, it's like, oh, you can't, can't is not in my vocabulary, sir. I could taste the smoke. I could taste the after effect. Very well. I mean, it's so unimaginable. But it could happen. But it's like slim chances. It's 1 versus 1. And you just duke it out. And you just fight. And then you stop. And you go your separate corners. Hey, go your separate corners. Want a good, clean fight. Well, you know, when the match is over and you like the match, when the match is over and you like the match, do you smell it? Do you smell it? Can you taste? Can you smell? So you didn't get the virus. That's the funny fucking thing. 2022 happens. Yeah, people aren't going to remember that. They should remember that. But what they should remember is April. Tom. Maki. Hanukkah. You guys ready for your school festival? Are you ready for your haunted school festival? Which one is it? Haunted? Oh, it's haunted. Can't you see the breath? Can't you see the breath? Can't you see the smoke? I'm smoking. Oh, audio is probably muted or portion sized for commercial breaks, and but it probably won't get around networks because it wasn't highly televised. It was kind of unannounced. Shocker. Shocking developments. Shocking updates. I don't want to shock people, but I do it anyway. I hate shocking people, but I'm just like, I'm going to shock you. Sir, I'm going to shock you. Sir, I'm going to shock you. You go, Judy Hop. You go, Judy Hop. Who doesn't love Zootopia? Who does not love that movie? That was a great movie. But here's the thing, like, I'm not really into that type of style. But, you know, Foxy says hi. Yeah, I know Foxy says hi. I know that Chica says hi. I know that in space no one can hear you sing, scream, or talk. But when the box offices go high, and then it just stops for a brief second, just stops, engines rumbling, we're at a red light, we can't do anything. We're almost out of fuel. We're almost out of gas. We're just getting through, minding our own businesses, just getting through. Don't mind us. Don't mind us. We're just doing our jobs. Just doing our jobs. Just doing your jobs. I was doing my job. I was doing my part. Would you like to know more? Would you like to know more? Would you like to know more? Well, would you? Every single time I hear a knock, every single time I hear a crack, I knew I got your attention. It's like we're under attack. But no one's under attack. But the war ended. But the music never died. But the battles between humans and cyborgs and synthetics and game over, man. Game over. How many times are you gonna try to play Dark Souls? Until it kills me. I'm I'm gonna try to beat Cards versus Humanity with Alexa. I'm gonna try to beat her. But right now there's a buffering tone that's coming from the echo. It's strange if you can hear this. But if it's coming live from coast to coast and 91X, hey Punk, thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Did no one watch Moana growing up? I love Moana. Hawaii. You want to get stationed in Hawaii? Well, I'd rather get stationed in Alaska, Hawaii, Guam, Japan, Singapore, Taiwan, maybe somewhere in Europe. But this isn't a dream. I'm awake. But you probably didn't even hear me. You probably didn't realize I was still here. But, you know, we're going to wrap up Tone from Alexa here on the show. Because, well, it is a show. But I chose not to show any inappropriateness, any violence, any harsh language. But I still have to issue warnings because, hey, my videos are heavy. My conversations are heavy. And my dreams and my nightmares, my thoughts are heavy. Heavy. Alright, so. But stories, the words are all written down. But certain famous last words, pretty good. Here's My Chemical Romance fan, but I'm wearing my Fall Out Boy sweater, hoodie. One that was for my R impersonation, cosplay, style, look. Yeah. I was more a friend. Were you more than a friend, or were you just? You're just a friend, okay? It's justified. Justice. An American way. Well, thank you, Keith Sutherland. Thank you for mentioning something. Key moment. Key speech. Oh, you gotta have a good speechwriter. If you're gonna tell a speech, if you're gonna tell a script or a monologue, you gotta have a good speechwriter or a good speech pronunciator. You just gotta know how to read lips really well. Just saying. Read them well. Keep shut. You keep your mouth shut. You keep your eyes open and your ears open. The whole entire time, you're awake. You turn the screws. You tighten. The timer's going. The ticker's going. Do you really want to play that game? because I played that game. It's terrifying. Terrifying good. But it didn't turn me into someone evil. No. It turned someone else into something that some people thought was evil. Some people thought lesbianism is an evil thing. Some people thought being gay was an evil thing. It's not evil. Everyone in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, to almost the future. We're growing. We're aging. But I'm tired. Tired of it all. But I like to at least finish watching tonight's closing statements. Because, you know, we hit top of our class. Second actually. Hit second. I was swinging second. And then third was one of my best friends. One of my brothers. The three brothers. My three brothers. The Smalls. I call them the Smalls. It's a very small world. But see, I never imagined my world would get small. I never imagined my world would get large. I never imagined my popularity would skyrocket and reach an excessive amount of attention and hype. Seriously, I wasn't really trying to take anyone's credit away. I'm still trying to prove a point. I'm still trying to make a statement. But the actions against me, well, it's quite shocking. I don't know. A lot of the listeners and viewers and support comes from the United States Navy and Armed Forces. And from that, you know, it grew. Mesa, it just grew. LA, it just grew. Ohio, it just grew. Maine, New York, Chicago. There's like like Milan, we're gonna light the wall, like trying to keep the Huns out, but the Huns got in, but Milan saved the day. Yeah, I love Milan, but people are now questioning, you know, themselves. They probably have this weird experience or this weird feeling just watching these videos. If they know what time it is right now, it's the closing titles. I gotta say goodnight. It's the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and then it hit a #1 record in the world. It's a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and then they started realizing it's never gonna end. It's a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and then they all realized that it was #1. It's a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and then they realized that it's still the #1 song. It's a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. Hey, I love chants. I love a third chance to at least say, hey. At least she was nice. She was a nice friend. Her mom was great. Her dad, her stepdad was great. But the wedding in question, that's the big cheese on the slice of pie. Pie. I know, Dean. Pie. And do we mix in a little Special K into our pie? Yeah, it's called whipped cream. And what is your favorite topping? A pie. Pecan. Yeah, right? You know, people are like, oh man, I'm too afraid to eat my last meal. I'm too afraid. So I'm thankful for every meal I get. I pray. Sometimes it works, you know, or sometimes your luck just runs out. But I kind of stumbled upon something, and so this has probably come to you in this weird argument where some people understand you and some people are trying to say that you are lying out your fucking teeth. But how the fuck do you know me? Is it word of mouth? Or is it how the fuck do you find me? Well, Tom, there are listeners, there are viewers, there are audience. We got their attention. Well, welcome to the Creep Show. Some people call me a creep, but they never call me a pervert. They never harass me on that. Now what they harass me on is my language. not my sexuality. It was my language. Was I not speaking the right language? Or was I speaking gibberish? Or could you actually understand the words coming out of my mouth? Well, could you? But you gotta ask yourself one self thing. Do you feel lucky, punk? Was it you? Well, punk, I wasn't playing with guns. Or was I playing with knives? Yeah. So, punk, you did it. You broke the code. You can tell them two options. Take the high ground, or take the low ground. But don't you turn your back. Don't you surrender. Don't you ever stop fighting. To party. And have a good time. And celebrate. And rejoice. And eat. As my stomach is growling. It's like, oh, I don't think you heard that, but, awkward. I'm getting a little hungry. That's it. I'm getting hungry. Hungry, hungry hippos. How many marbles? Do not, for the love of God, do not. Don't. What do we say? Do not put marbles in their mouth. Okay? You're gonna get hurt. You don't want to get hurt. No. I don't want anyone to get hurt. That wasn't my intentions. I just figured something out and I wanted to share it. And maybe I proved something to someone. Or someone waiting there for me. Yeah. Five Goes West. That was a really good movie. That was a really good animated movie. It's never really mentioned, but it was Steven Spielberg. I love a lot of Steven Spielberg movies. Ron Howard has some type of good movies, but, you know, I have to say, like, Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, Emma Watson, Emma Browning, like, they're all great. They really are. Keep doing a good job. Because apparently I'm not doing a good job. I am failing at my job. Yeah, what's my job? What's my job again? What was my job again? Are you confused with what you do? No, I'm not. I'm doing perfectly fine in my job. Everything's paid off. My debts are paid. For my voice. And my speeches. If they don't pay for something, it's called Gross Network. Yeah, well, I said, you know, if I ever get gross income, like too much of it, it's all getting donated. But I don't want money. I really don't want the money. I don't want to seem like a handout. I don't want to seem like a beggar. But if manual labor is all you have for me to do, okay. Like, but if you want digging, if you want me just to dig, I'm a good digger. The last solid memory of my life with my wife. Not on a wedding cake. Yeah, we never made it to the wedding. We were running late. We were running late. Oops. Oops, we did it again. We were running late. We were running late on time. But Jenna never ran away. What? Yet they tell their ghost stories to their kids and their kids and their kids, and then their kids grow up and then tell their ghost stories. It's like, hey mom, hey dad, hey sis, hey bro, how are things? How's school? School is great. Did they make fun of you on the bus? No. That's cool. That's great. You just shared music? Yeah. Music. Yeah, MySpace had its moments. Right, Allison? I never forgot about you. But I always imagined that one day you would find me. One day you would actually crack the code. Allison Burnett. You cracked the code. Once. But there was only one code that I always seem to always forget to put in when I played GTA Vice City. I always forget to put no cops, and I just dig on the beach. I just dig. I like digging. Manual labor. Oh. Allison Burnett. That name does ring a bell, but she didn't ring the bell. She didn't quit. She never stopped believing. Same as Emily's, they never stopped believing. Talk about the twins. Oh, dude. So many names. Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, I love books, but I do not love burning books. Just saying. I know a lot of people are trying to now digest. Is it sitting in now? Is it sinking in? Are you getting the big picture now? I'm famous. One of a kind. This may be a little too personal. This may be a little too personal. But hey, listen before I go. I promise you, you won't be hurt. You'll be safe and sound. Everyone else should not have a worry or a fear right now. Shouldn't. You shouldn't. If you have a worry and a fear right now, you shouldn't. I'm just stating on the record, you know. If you can actually hear this at the 45-minute mark. Oh, I gotta mention, thank you, United States, naval and fighter, deep sea diver, holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. What was that good, Goody Kaelin Jr. movie where he was a Navy Sea diver? That was a great movie. I think it's Antoine Fisher that I'm thinking of. I could be wrong, but I've seen so many movies. I've seen so many faces. I've had so many conversations, and maybe they come out, maybe they don't, but truth be told, when they say one of the famous questions is, do you have a criminal record? And I tell them, no. And yet, they still don't believe me. But I tell them straight up, I support police officers. I support armed forces, veterans. I have to support the foundations. I gotta support myself included. Maybe I was just being a little selfish. But I was never being too greedy. If I earned it, I made it, I achieved it, I deserved it. Did I lose respect and trust and bonds? Did I lose my fucking mind? That when I figured this out, it was thanks to a song, Steady As It Goes by the Raccoons. Steady as she goes, steady as she goes. You can check it out on Spotify. But you can't check out my channel because it's kind of personal. But it's not for, I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't do that shit. I don't sell out. I just like my smoke breaks. And when the job is done, and the case is over, but then they come back to me and they're like, we gotta look back at the books. We're missing something. We're really missing something. Something big, something major, something extreme. You're really missing it. You're not highlighting what I'm saying. You can't hear me out when I'm saying. You always gotta mute me out. Or blurt me out. Sensitive ears, right? Copyright. Oh, jeez, man. We're just bad, right? Because we're metalheads, we're bad. No, we're not. We're not. Me and Cody and Jasmine, we're not bad friends. They knew Jenna growing up. And the other names that were just regular names with no last names. Those are our characters. You know, I figured it out. Anime, Japanese helped me to find peace and comfort. Until I realized that it was actually prayer. Saying a prayer. Believing in an angel. Castiel. Noel. The famous angel. Yeah, Constantine 2 is coming out. I'm pretty excited. I'm a big Keanu Reeves fan. But this is what I figured out. I woke up this morning, and it may have been a dream. But this is my dream, and I'll tell you about my dream. And if you believe my dream, you believe my reality. And you get my point of view. And you get my attention. But you'll never get my fishing pole. It's cursed. Don't touch the fishing pole. It's cursed. Don't touch the fishing pole. It's cursed. Is it? I'm curious. Well, I know why. I just love asking. Why is it when I talk to them, I was heated in the moment. I've had arguments with rowdiness and rambunctiousness. I've had my fair share of dramatic, dramatized shock reports. Report cards. I did studying. Put my nose to the fucking books. Put my nose to the fucking grindstone. Didn't go that extreme. But we did study. I mean, we fucking studied. We studied hard. And we got in contact with a lot of people. We did like sessions, studying, and we all passed with flying colors. It was pretty cool. I gotta be really thankful to Adam, Kat, Dan, Jenna, Katie, Tyler, Nick, Sadie. There's like 19, a class of 19. They go on a field trip. There's a homecoming field trip. They go on a field trip. The roads are snowy. Okay, so you all seen that Jim Carrey movie, Simon Birch. Where that movie was filmed, and Simon Birch was somewhere in the East Coast. I'm still trying to find if there is any, like, hot spots to take cross-plane in Maine. It's a pretty cool app. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. And I'm really thankful that one day, they're gonna welcome me and be like, well, welcome to Tokyo. Welcome to Japan, Mr. Punk. Would you like to sign in or sign out? Or would you like to have a hot shower? Hot shower sounds nice. And then I'll be on my way. Move on to the next town. And the next town. And then there's like, by the third town, you realize you haven't left. And it's like, where have you left? And it's like, it feels like I haven't left the hospital. And they're like, what? I'm like, it feels like I haven't left the hospital. It's like, my girlfriend had a coma. My best friend had a coma. And then another best friend had a coma. It seems like everyone started having comas. They're just like, we'd rather just have comas and sleep. I was like, what? That's kind of strange. And people were like, what's strange about it? I'm like, it's just kind of strange, you know. Strange things are happening to us. Ain't no doubt about it. But, you know, talk about when you know you want to believe, you want to believe. But yet you still don't want to know the final last words. But we're ending this video in honors of Jen Noel Kelly, the Smalls, and the flags. So, raise the flags, raise them high. Don't raise them half-mast, raise them high. It's not time for half-mast yet. It's not time. And it should never be a time. Believe me when I say this. I prevented it by figuring out something. By really using my brain to think clearly and logically. Broke down and figured something out. And fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it. What I fixed was my own stupidity. I fixed my own destiny. I picked my own destiny. Roger did. Roger, he was part of the airsoft crew. Jolly Rogers. We're the pirates. We scrubbed the decks. Right, Kelly? We're the pirates. We scrubbed the decks. Even if Kelly didn't join, he still did his part. They all played their parts well. And then when it came to the truth, the big whammies, the big spoilers, they couldn't watch. Some were not VIPs yet. Some weren't of age. But they did upload. This was the final transmission video system link. It sounds like we're in space. It's cold. It's in space, right? It's cold. No, we're back in the attic. We're back. We're back, baby. Guess who's back? Guess who's not? Picking third place. I wouldn't mind coming in third place. And the leaderboard, if I scored high in the leaderboard, I score myself, if I really know what exactly I say and remember, which it's always funny. So like, can you remember it? Like, I never forget. I'm just pretty good at what I do. I didn't do it for free. But I respect the use of walkie-talkies. Well, unless it's late at night and we're really tired. And there's nothing to do, but, you stand guard. It's fun. And I dig holes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I want to be a part of it. Oh, food. Oh, food is calling my name. I'm not a big foodie. Yes, I am. I'm not a big blabber, but I'm laughing because, I found my way home. Homeward bound. Yeah, those animals knew their way home. Bandit knew the way home. And when we got Bandit, we got a new home. And I remember coming home, and Bandit was sitting at the door, and she was sitting at the door, waiting for me to come home. I never came home. I never came home back to where I'm not from. I'm not from Ohio. I'm not born and raised from Ohio. Ohio is for lovers. That one is true. Right, JT? You wore my hat. That was a great show. I hope you come to Bangor or Portland this year. Because I know I post this on YouTube, and I mention Instagram, some bells and whistles are gonna go off, some sirens are gonna go off. I air this, some bells and whistles are gonna go off. There's gonna be panic, there's gonna be chaos, there's gonna be screams, there might be some cries, and some laughs, and maybe some tears. But brace yourself when I say this. I will not spoil I will not rot. I will not rest. I will keep tweaking on my skull. Because sometimes when you figure it out and it clicks, the timer still keeps going. And you still don't stop. It's a scary job, but it's an enjoyable job. It's scary, but enjoyable. Highly trained job, but I love it. It's extreme. I love taking things to extreme. Yeah? But not to the point where it's going to get people hurt. You know, I don't want people hurt. I want people to be safe and sound. I want the punk community to know that the sounds of cries of rejoice. It's not cries of sorrow. They want happy music. They want closure. So, famous last words I'll say. I'll only say them once. But if you hear them once, believe me when I say this. Jenna Noel Kelly, her last name is my last name. She joined the flags. And I raise a flag at half-mast for my ship, my battleship, game was paused. For 30 minutes. And that's all it took. That's all she wrote. I love you. The famous last words. I love you. I love you. Remembers that song? Okay, it was just me then. But I was singing along. We are a surviving class of our few. There's 19 of us. We're getting there. We're getting there. We'll make it to our class trip. Unless some stupid person decides to watch Final Destination and say, hey, guys, we're not in school anymore. We graduated. We passed. We cleared. We made it through basic. We made it through Hell Week. All different types of Hell Weeks. We got our uniform. We put our hand on the Bible and we said the words. And listen, we probably did our years. We probably did our time. And then it was like, okay, do you want to stay or do you want to go? I want to stay. I want to stay. I want to stay in my uniform. I want to stay in my uniform. I want to stay in my uniform. But I don't want to cry in my uniform. I only cry once. But you can't live forever. But keep your head down. Remember your helmet. Remember eye safety. Remember earplugs. Safety first. You'll get through it. You'll survive. Yeah, the Navy taught me well. Well, at ease. I'm checking out. I'm signing out. Going home. I'm going home on a train. I might be shipping off to Boston. Whoa, I'm shipping off to Boston. Whoa, I'm shipping off to Boston. Whoa, to my morning leg! Good night, everyone. Bye.